Maraming salamat, Mika. As she mentioned, HFE and Omega actually are going into this matchup with very specific mindsets. As we heard, HFE are riding hard on Diggy.
Yes.
And Omega are bringing in a new player.
Yes, and that would be Kingpin to be specific. And with that being said, I'm pretty sure na since may bago tayong player dito, bago na naman yung strategy, bago na naman ang pwedeng malabas ng PLDT Smart Omega dito. But at the same time, we also have to take into consideration yung pinaka-lineup ng Happy Feet Emperors dito. Kasi even if na nasa baba sila ng standings today, makita naman natin meron pa rin naman silang laban. They really just have to, like what you said, set their footing talaga.
Find it.
Find
their
it.
footing.
Find the happy feet.
It's interesting to say because I think Happy Feet, for the most part, they're making the right choices. They're making the right decisions. It's just at some point in the game, it falls through. Diba? The best laid plans, you know, you can only rely on them for so long. And I think in this matchup, talagang matetest nila kung hanggang saan ang mararating ng mga nagagamit nilang strategy in the past.
Yes.
And I think it's a good thing to weigh hard on Diggy. As she mentioned, Mika, earlier on her courtside report, she said that HFE, as noticed by a lot of teams, are hard on the Diggy.
Yes.
So if you ban out the Diggy, what now? Now what? Diba? I want to see them maybe spread their wings, even though Emperor Penguins don't have the ability to fly much.
Yes.
I want to see that the HFE, the Emperors, can actually go from the bottom now.
Tama. And of course, we also have to take into consideration na we would like to see na hindi lang sila nakadepensa with the usual lineups that they've been having for the past few weeks na dapat makakita, I'm pretty sure makakita talaga tayo ng bago din dito kasi medyo nababasa na rin. Especially specifically for PLDT Smart Omega who are doing their homework. So I'm pretty sure na Happy Feet Emperors will be having another strategy on point para makalaban talaga dito against PLDT Smart Omega.
I think besides in-game prowess, mechanics, macro skills, I think just the mere fact na sabi mo kanina, this is the first time that Smart Omega, PLDT Smart Omega, and Happy Feet Emperors are facing in this conference in the Nationals. So maybe, just maybe, kaya parating talo ang HFEs because they haven't found, they haven't met their match. Diba? And this is their match right here. Maybe tonight, you guys see them go 2-0. Or maybe you see them go 2-1. If that's the case, it means they're growing, they're learning.
Yes, we can already see progress talaga. Even if it's not really that obvious or noticeable that much, makita talaga natin na they are growing, and like what you said. And of course, talagang hindi with the hunger that they have right now, I'm pretty sure na hindi na sila magsistick to their old traditional strategies makikita talaga natin yung pagbabago na gusto na makamit ng Happy Feet Emperors because the hunger is there. They already noticed na they are already lower in the bracket. So kailangan talaga nila mag-step up dito.
I think the key here is they pick up on their farming. Regardless of if you're hard on the Diggy, I think the mere fact na meron na tayong mga maskara, right? Regardless if it's the Awe Mask, the Shadow Mask, or the Courage Mask, I think that should help go towards you build up your gold pool, diba? And as we saw in the head-to-head comparison, sobrang liit ng total net nila on average. It's 21,000.
Medyo na doble against PLDT Smart Omega dito. And bukod nga sa sinasabi nating farming, they also have to know when is the perfect time para bilhin nila yung mga masks na to. Kasi it's very crucial if you really buy it sa pinaka-earliest game. Medyo dehado sila doon, especially for the supports. Kasi yun ang magiging target ng PLDT Smart Omega. But now, ladies and gents, we are now going to proceed to the drafting phase.
PLDT Smart Omega versus Happy Feet Emperors. It's Omega on the play. They are on the blue side. The Emperors are on the right. They are on the red. They are going to be responding. First bans go towards the Grok and the Harith.
Which is kind of expected na. Kasi we've already seen these heroes into play and we're not gonna really expect much of a situational bans here. And of course, they will be banning the Selena for the second ban of PLDT Smart Omega.
The Selena ban is actually, I think, in response to how much Selena and Goshen are on the rise. They're on the up and up. when you're thinking about mage assassins or just mages, not even just assassins, isipin mo lang mage.
No.
Silang dalawa yung ngayon
Your
medyo
team is
rising up
picking.
in the ranks. You could compare this to the meteoric rise of Akai. In recent tournaments, especially in the bigger ones, Akai has been picked up left and right. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see an Akai in the first 3 picks on both sides of the spectrum.
Oo, totoo. And of course, like we've been saying kanina na Happy Feet Emperors is very known for this
Kaja,
Diggy pick. At
your
syempre,
team is
i-deny na
picking.
to ng PLDT Smart Omega the reason why they will be banning out that Diggy. And kukunin pa nila ang kanilang bird-related, which is si Kaja, as their first pick.
Kaja is separated from his family. The Emperors do not lock in Kaja. Very good first pick, I think. I believe Kaja's still very strong. It's Mr. V here you're seeing on your screens.
Claude.
He is himself a tank
Your
support
team
main.
is
Isa sa
picking.
mga stars yan ng Happy Feet Emperors. They do lock in the Leomord and the Claude.
Ooh, but we are now seeing a very new hover here, which is going to be the Dairoth. I mean,
Ooh.
this is like a very new face of hero for me kasi hindi pa tayo
True.
nakakita. But
Akai.
they won't be hovering that.
Your
However, they
team
will be
is
locking
picking.
in that True. And Akai, gaya nga nasabi mo, we will be seeing that Akai and of course the True. Syempre,
Minotaur.
nakikita mo na hindi nila binan
Your
yun
team
eh. So
is
automatic
buying.
yan ang isa sa mga magiging priority picks. Especially napunta na siya sa kamay ng PLDT Smart Omega. But at the same time naman dito, Leo, they will be picking out that Minotaur.
What I really like about the Cho pick, at least for Omega, is it's a flex slot, to be honest. Cho right now, or at least for the past 6 months, at least, has been such a role player.
Yes.
Diba? He's able to be an assassin if need be. He can also be a tank, a good initiator, and he can get out of the weirdest situations. Diba? Yung mga kala mong patay na, or yung mga kala mong wala siyang magagawa. As you saw in the past game, I'm sorry,
Your team
Yelly
is
Hayes, I
buying.
ever doubted you. Panagoy, still have to apologize for that. It's very good. So in
Your
the
team
hands
is
of a very
picking.
capable hero, in the hands of a very capable player, this hero works so well. And I think sakto lang, the Emperors pick up a tank. They are lacking in that department. They pick it up right here.
And now I'm pretty sure that Happy Feet Emperors will be hovering a mage right here. And kung papansinin mo from the bans, Lolita and the Kimi will be banned for their third respective picks. At makikita natin ngayon, Lunox, nakapasok siya ngayon sa ating fourth pick. So Happy Feet Emperors may be having an option to this, pero look at this. They are now hovering this Jawhead, but nope, it's going to be the Kadita to be
Kadita.
locked in.
That's a
Your
Kadita on
team is
Tan.
picking.
I've seen it before. I think I saw it on the opening day of the Nationals, and he does very well with that. On the other hand, though, I understand why they banned the Lolita for the side of Omega.
Yes.
This is an active ban, meaning ito ay isang ban na pumipigil sa potential na counter sa inyong strategy. And that is exactly what's happening here. They are
Lunox.
going to lock in the Lunox. So Lunox's Chaos Assaults are
Yes.
blocked very well by Lolita's Bulwark. So
Tama.
sakto lang yan. And of course, Carrie's little shurikens
Carrie.
are stopped by the shield.
Your
So this
team
is
is
very
picking.
well done. This draft by Omega.
And if you notice, the draft of PLDT Smart Omega is all in the meta right now. So
Pasok na pasok.
Pasok na pasok. But at the same time though,
Franco.
kasama din naman yung pinaka overall lineup ng Happy Feet Emperors dito. It's just so happens that ang karaniwan nating nakikita ay yung lineup ng PLDT Smart Omega. So if you look at the bigger picture here, both have a very well-rounded picks, both into the meta, as in you notice wala dito sa mga picks sila ang medyo situational Lahat dito pasok sa meta, lahat dito they are giving very good performances with the past weeks, with the past series, and I'm pretty excited kung ano magiging kalabasan nito because it's the battle of the metas
I would like to make a very brave call here.
Nice.
I'd like to make a decision to
Sige.
predict. Kasi nung unang series na kinas ko today, the game 2, right?
Yes.
Series 2 between Brenny Pro and
And
STIE
STI.
Olympians. Natatakot ako mag-predict
Oo.
because of what exactly happened in the game, right? It was so unpredictable. It was so scary. Yun nga, diba? So obvious. It's unpredictable. And it's just crazy what happened. Midnight would be would testify to this. Pero in this matchup, I'd like to make the brave call. You know what?
For
I'm
which
giving
side?
game 1 here.
2
Omega.
Omega. Okay, with that being said, I am going with the Happy Feet Emperors
Okay,
right here.
for a good
Alright.
cast,
Yes,
diba?
for a good cast.
I
Yes.
like what next play. It's undershirts. I really like what the Happy Feet Emperors have done here.
Yes.
They have drafted to their strengths, and I really like the Kadita on Tan. But as we mentioned, there's just so much reliability and so much mechanical just prowess on the side of Omega here, right? And
All
I'm looking
troops
forward to how
deployed.
this meta lineup will go up against Happy Feet Emperors.
And with that, ladies and gents, we are now heading to our match 3, grade number 1, between PLDT Smart Omega and Happy Feet Emperors. So far, gaya nga nasabi natin, this is battle of the metas. So, we can see like the usual laning phases here. Wala ganong mag-engage ng early invade or early, mga agaw ba ng mga blues nila dito. And we will be sticking to the more traditional lineups dito. The Kadita and Franco will be understood na magkasama talaga, which is what they usually do and what we usually see with the past series.
Teams are playing it safe here, pero bago pa magkalabanan dito, let's introduce our team, shall we? PLDT Smart Omega, that's Why Not on the Kaja, Kenji on the Cho, Heath is our Akai, Sitoshi ang carry, and Kingpin, it's his debut, is our Lunox.
And meanwhile, for Happy Feet Emperors, we have Arbe going in for that Leomord, Cram for Minotaur, Mr. V for Franco, Claude for I have not seen, but we are now seeing here on the middle side though, Kenji is going to harass Arbe anytime the minute. Pero syempre, in the nick of time, nakapag-back shot, nakapag-regain na extra HP. Pero naman sa taas, ladies and gents, kita natin na flicker out na ngayon si Claude right here, or using his Dexter right there.
BMI has been committed, and I think that's going to go towards how survivable the carry of HFE is, meaning the carry hero, the core, not carry, because carry is on the side of PLDT Smart Omega, who is actually herself getting babysat very well by Heath here.
Yes, and it's really understandable talaga na pinaprioritize dito nila si Toshi dito. Kasi pinaka-essential talaga siya in the late game. And ayaw din naman nila maabot ng late game yun. So as much as possible at the early game, gusto talaga nila na magkaroon na ng damage tong si Toshi. Meanwhile, like what I said, MB is going for that Claude, and finally Kadita, Tan for Kadita. And dito naman sa top, at the same time, we are seeing here, the first kill is going to be pulled off by Kenji. Pero dito naman sa gitna, nakapag first blood ang ating Kadita dito. It's 3-1 here. Kingpin is on the bridge of trouble. Brilliance will be put off. Pero in the nick of time, hindi siya naabot ng Breath of the Ocean, and now Happy Feet Emperors will be getting this first turtle.
Looking good, but it seems like Omega is going to be trading towers for a turtle. As you see, HFE gets a free turtle up top, at mukhang sa bottom naman, babawi ang ating carry at makukuha niya
pero yan
ang
nga po
turret.
ang flicker and iron hook by Mr. V right there. Keeping napaka-situational done, and it's very good dahil nakuha siya ng rough waves na knock up siya ng Breath of the Ocean. So it's understandable talaga na hindi na nila palampasin at patayin na ang Lunox doon, because maganda yung prioritization ng Happy Feet Emperors dito eh. Hindi nila pinapatabatong si Kingpin. At the same time, they're keeping an eye out on this carry right here.
Why not here just clearing out the waves? I really like how sumasagot sila, right? As you can see, Toshi is being babysat by Heath, and on the side of Happy Feet Emperors, it's MV being babysat by Cram. As I said, I really like Cram's tanks. Sometimes it's the fundamentals you need, and that's what you're seeing in this game. It's fundamentals. We didn't see much of the switch. These heroes reached level 4 at their own pace at about 2 minutes.
Yes.
And of course, there are no invades. Have you seen an invade? Not yet. They're just trading objectives. And I think this is fundamental ML at its core.
Meanwhile, gaya nga sasabi natin dito, Heath on the other hand, nakita natin na burn na ang Hurricane Dance na dito, but on the top side, it's 3-1. Ayan ang Divine Judgment at Lunox successfully free hitting Claude in the long run. Pero ayan na nga, Cram will be going for that tower hug right here. Dito naman, babawi si Mr. V, pero hindi kumagat ang kanyang iron hook.
That was the best kind of DJ you could ask for.
Yes.
You hit the carry, walang magagawa yan. When you're under Divine Judgment, you cannot BMI out. So it's perfect. All he needed was about 0.5 seconds.
Yeah.
0.5 seconds na maulanan ka ng mga hero ng PLDT Smart Omega to now, ang Claude.
Yes, gaya nga na sinasabi natin kanina, Happy Feet Emperors will now be prioritizing their farming here kasi hindi nalalayo ang kanilang net worth against PLDT Smart Omega dito, and now nakikita natin sila naman ang medyo nagiging agresibo dito. But at the same time, PLDT Smart Omega hindi pa rin nagpapapanik dahil medyo lamang pa rin sila in terms of net worth, and kahit papano nakakahabol pa rin sila sa kung anong aggression ang pinapakita ng Happy Feet Emperors.
So yeah, this here is the test. As we saw earlier, HFE has an issue with farming. They cannot go up to these high gold counts, but check it out, quick fight up top.
At ayan na nga, yung Minotaur going with the Minoan Fury over there. Kenji ngayon low on health, goes for the Shunpo to run for his life with that tower hug. Pero dito naman, PLDT Smart Omega will be getting this turtle right here for their very necessity. Dahil objectives nga naman to. Heat, on the other hand, though, will be using the Hurricane Dance against Mr. V. At ayan na nga, na-corner na siya. At Kaja will be going for the kill.
As I was saying, when you're starting to farm up, and again, Happy Feet Emperor seems to have an issue with that farming strategy. Minsan kasi isipin mo, oh tara, magsama-sama na tayo, mid-game. Let's just keep going. Team fights, team fights, team fights. You forget to farm up. You forget to try to get gold for yourself.
Yes.
And I hope that they don't do this. I hope it doesn't happen here for them. As Cram flickers out, muntik na siyang ma-DJ ni Why Not.
But it was a very good mind games for Team PLDT Smart Omega there. Ngayon at na-burn na ang flicker ng Minotaur natin dito, he will be having a very hard time para magkaroon ng magandang setup with that Minoan Fury. But at the same time, endless battle going in for Toshi right here. Mukhang binibigyan talaga nila na priority itong si Toshi. At seeing here, Lunox is also having medyo nagsiset na rin siya ng bars high. Having that turtle buff, binibigay pa rin sa kanya yung blue buff. And ayan na nga, Happy Feet Emperors though, aabangan nila to. But it's 3-2. Let's see. Ayan na nga, Hurricane Dance will be going. And cornered by Mr. V. But na-free it siya thanks to that carry over there. Fleeting time, makukuha na ni Kadra. And it's going to be an advantageous state for PLDT Smart Omega.
Ooh, here's Kenji just punching the cow, tenderizing Cram. But he is just going to use it to buy time for his allies in mid. That's going to be Kingpin and Why Not just trying to force the issue here, pushing on this tower. I really like how Why Not just went from picking up fleeting time into getting a mask. I think that's the right move here.
It's a very, maganda rin yung timing na pagbili niya na mask. Pero si Arve dito mako-corner ng dalawang members ng PLDT Smart Omega. Lunox will be going for that kill. Tan on the other side. Hindi natin nakita do pero Kenji here on the lower top side. Ayan na, hinahabol ng dalawa. Dito naman sa ating middle side na corner ang ating Minotaur. Goes for that double kill at hindi pa rin nakuha ni Franco with that iron hook right there and goes for the kill.
IQ 1 million on Mr. V, throwing the iron hook in the way of the Shunpo. Sobrang sakto nun.
The predictable moves nga. Ika na. Nakita natin dito na medyo bumabawi ang Happy Feet Emperors. But again, for the second turtle will be in the hands of PLDT Smart Omega right here. Medyo nakita na natin yung map domination for PLDT Smart Omega. But nakikita pa rin natin that nasasagot pa rin ng Happy Feet Emperors ang aggression na pinapakita ng PLDT Smart Omega, and I like the way yung pagiging predictable ni Chu doon.
HFE are down about 5,000 gold. It's not too late though because they still have a couple of tier 2 turrets. Kayang-kaya pa to. All they have to do is make sure that bottom does not get left behind. Kita mo yun? If ever someone like maybe Kenji or even Toshi are left to their own devices, it's the point of the game. But right now, as you can see, it's Toshi sitting at 302. Naka-bounty hunter pa siya compared to MB who has no kills to his name.
But Kenji will be hooked by Franco right here. And yan ang rough waves and Breath of the Ocean by Kadito over there. But the Franco will be getting that kill. Mukhang nagpe-predict na ni Mr. V ang ginagawa ng Chu natin dito. So kailangan again mag-level up ng Chu dito para hindi na siya ma-predict further. At ayan na nga sinasabi ko kanina, mukhang magsisplit push tong si Claude right here. Like what you said, the Claude will be focusing on the farming here. Heat though nakaabang, and Why Not here? Mukhang kukunin si Mr. V dito with a Divine Judgment dito. But Hurricane Dance will be burned out. Leash though will be cornering him and the carry will be getting that kill. So mukhang it's a kind of a rally ang nakikita natin dito, and the middle turret will be destroyed.
Back and forth, but after picking up the golden staff by Toshi, feeling ko mga smash na to mga to, smashing right into turrets. Then I think it's not a good idea for HFE to trade heroes for turrets. Sure, they're catching up the kills, they're scoring a few here and there. Pero look, they've lost all the tier 2 towers that I talked about earlier that is keeping them in this game. So medyo delix na to.
Yes, delix talaga indeed. And nakita na natin Kenji will be having that endless battle na nakakabuo niya lang. And mukhang nakikita niya na ay, napipredict na ako. Mukhang kailangan ko na extra damage dito. So bubuuin ko na to. But here on the top side though, we have Mr. V magpo-potentially hook for this Lunox right here. But syempre, Blender will be going out for Heath there para lang ma-show away sila. But Toshi here, free hitting this Lord. Syempre, ayaw nila mapunta to with the hands of Happy Feet Emperors kasi pwede pa silang magkaroon ng epic comeback
Oh my God, the plays here. Why Not is doing such a good job of zoning out Happy Feet Emperors. But here's a quick fight. They do engage on Cram. Cram buys the dust. Masyadong maraming damage. Why not trading for Cram? I think that's a good idea. Mr. V here being chased by Heat and Toshi. He buys the dust. Sinuntok siya ni Kenji. Sabi niya, surprise! Welcome to PLDT Smart Omega City.
At ayun na nga, hindi pa rin sila nag-stop doon. Talagang they go for that aggression to actually kill Claude para hindi na sila makapag-defend dito at mahirapan na. A Breath of the Ocean will be going by that Kadita pero wala siyang nahuli. At here on the top side, the Rough Waves na burn out niya na dahil nagkakaroon na siya ng a little pinch right there. But Junpo and his first kill will be set out here for extra harassment at Athena's shield in the hands of Akai.
Glaive right now on Kingpin. He's looking good in his debut. Lord is knocking on the door and he is let in. There's nothing that HFE could have done to stop that kasi kakabalik lang ni MB. And here we are. It might look like it's 2 towers being taken here by PLDT Smart Omega up top as well, using Lord as a distraction.
Tama dyan. And we are now seeing right here, hindi makapalaglas siya ng Afipitar. Pero yung Divine Judgment will be pulled up. Lunox for the kill. At in Way of the Dragon for that Franco here. Lunox at the same time na the double kill niya. At pinifree ng ibang members. But the Akai here will be slaying away the members of Happy Feet Emperors. And ladies and gents, game 1 will be going to PLDT Smart Omega.
That was a game under 11 minutes and 30 seconds, I believe.
Yes.
11:20, parang ganun.
Ang bilis.
Hinimay ng PLDT Smart Omega ang Happy Feet Emperors in this game 1 in a best of 3.
I really like their discipline. Talaga. I mean, they know when to enter and they know when to like, okay, back out muna tayo dito, mamba out muna tayo dito. And I really like to commend PLDT Smart Omega doon sa parang team fight nila doon sa may Lord eh. Hiniwalay nila si Lunox.
Yes.
Para yung Claude will be focused on that Lunox. Pero at the same time, yung initiators nila nandun sa baba. Ang nangyari tuloy, hindi sila nagkaroon ng magandang pick-off.
Alay si Why Not. I really like how in the end you're like, oh no, they were looking 2 steps ahead.
Yes.
And it's Toshi who's able to just dominate and melt whoever was trying to go for it. And I think the timing was right.
Yes.
They focused on the Lord. Kingpin said, Lord muna tayo, tapusin natin to. And then let's deal with it. And straight from there, they go, rotate. Lord, okay lang, Why Not lang nawala. We'll take 3 heroes on the opponent's side. We'll go straight for mid as well as top. And from there, Happy Def na.
Yes. Happy Def indeed. At saka nakikita natin talaga magaganda yung nagiging position ni Toshi when it comes to him free hitting the members of Team Happy Feet Emperors right here. And I would like to commend din si Mr. V. Nagiging predictable na yung mga hawks niya. Nakukuha at nahuhuli niya dito si Chu para mapigilan kung ano man ang pinaplano niya.
Nababasa niya.
Oo, nababasa niya. At the same time then, maganda yung response so far. But ladies and gents, ito na ang ating MVP of the game. It's going to be Toshi with the KDA of 408, kill participation of 86% with this net worth of 11,039.
I really like how Toshi played the carry. Sobrang basically textbook carry hero siya.
Yes.
Get it? Carry?
Yeah.
No?
No.
All right. Well,
No.
he did the offlane strategy. He tried to keep himself just busy by farming, taking what he can from the map, and when needed, meron siyang babysitter.
Yes.
'Di ba? Nakabantay doon yung Akai. And when it came down to it, that's all he needed to go ahead and just get to the front of the curve and take the game from there. Under 12 minutes.
Tama. And talagang gusto ko talaga yung pinaprioritize talaga nila si Toshi na mabigyan ng resources. Kasi, tamo, it's only like 11 minutes, 12 minutes game, and they managed to like have a snowball.
They were trading heroes for the right objectives.
Yes.
And of course, on the back of Toshi, we have to commend Kenji. Sobrang nakakairita nung Chu na yun. Even though he was hooked in maybe twice or thrice na medyo predictable, kudos to Omega. Happy Feet Emperors, you guys still have 2 games to catch up on, but we are going to go on a quick break. Don't go anywhere. My name is Leo.
And I'm Saya.
Kami magbabalik dito sa The Nationals.